Freelancer? Freelancer, yes, excellent, you're here.
Matthias, need something?
Need something? Oh, no. Have something. You remember that strange energy the runes emitted?
I remember you mentioning something while I collected them.
I managed to isolate and identify the energy pattern. I passed it along to your cipher.
Who can now help me find those invisible runes?
Which are the key to unlocking another impenetrable mystery.
Which means you want me to go find more of them.
Yes, the more the better. With enough, I'm certain I can find the location of the Elysian manuscript. Certain. I have several leads. It's very promising. Talk later.
You got it, Matthias.
Wonderful you have some time to help. I have several things that need attention, especially finding more of those runes. I apologize for being a little crabby during our last chat.
Guess I touched a nerve.
Yes, but I didn't have to respond as poorly as I did. Anger can be an asset, Matthias, but peevishness is just bad manners. My mentor, Philo Ray. One of the lessons it seems I still haven't quite learned.
Philo Ray taught you. I've heard she was a brilliant arcanist.
And the reason I'm not dead in a ditch.
How did you meet?
I, robbed her.
That really was not what I was expecting.
She was a fancy lady, I was a street kid. What would you have done?
Okay, fine. I probably would have robbed her too.
Can you blame me? All I saw was a case full of expensive-looking things. I knew they had to be worth something to someone, so I grabbed the case. Shaper relics. I didn't realize the danger. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took it apart. But Phyla had followed me. It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant to silence a relic, she said.
That made her want to teach you?
I think so. She never explained. Maybe it was the way I handled the relic. It took her an hour to convince me to go with her.
A whole hour? It's a wonder she didn't give up. I would have.
Oh, once Philo Ray gets an idea into her head, nothing will dislodge it. She sat down with me and talked to me about the Arcanists, about the Shapers. I was hooked. Then she sealed the deal with caramels.
Sweets? Really?
What? They were good. I was hungry. She was the first to call me a prodigy. Damn, I miss her. Anyway, You're probably busy. We can talk later. Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting pumpkins?
So, what are you after today?
Matthias Sumner. Is he really banned from the bar?
That Arcanist? Oh yeah. Technically, he's not allowed within half a click, but the fort's not that big.
I don't suppose I could persuade you to unban him, even temporarily.
Once, when the Sentinels were doing maintenance on the wall, a wyvern got in here. Took 3 suits to chase out of the men's toilet. Still caused less property damage than Boy Genius.
That can't be true. Either part.
All Arcanists are crazy, Freelancer. That one's got enough crazy to fill 3 or 4 heads.
Anyways, everything going all right around here lately? No curses or anything?
Doesn't work like that. Guy before Dusty, Xeno something, took over, changed the name to the Black Emporium. 2 months later, hit by lightning. Inside the fort. Sentinels found him fried to a crisp and fused to his chair in the back room. Glitch crap just happens. You don't hear about it beforehand.
I see plenty of things in the jungle just as weird as that.
The further out into the frontier you go, the more glitched it gets. I'm not sweating it. Besides, this is the only spot to get a drink between Anthem and glitching Allheim. It's worth nearly as much as the city of Helios. I'm not giving that up for a scary story.
Hey, buddy. You're getting it done out there.
You saying that in general, or...?
Owen's quick to brag. Not that you haven't earned it, right?
I couldn't do this without Owen.
Keep it up and they'll be talking about us all over Bastion. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color-coding the ledgers. It's beautiful.
What about you? Any exciting jobs? Well, besides paperwork?
Remember that arcane vault job my buddies and I took?
How'd it go?
We fly out there and my cipher picks up the vault's location. But it's locked. My buddies and I split up to find the tuning points that will crack it. There's grabbits hopping around. Nice and quiet.
Those jobs are good too.
This isn't one of them. We popped the vault open, but we've attracted Wolven. No problem, we have what we came for. Just take off, right? My one buddy, his kid's sister loves that radio show about the crime fight in Grabbit, Detective Hops Mysteries. He's going on that we can't let Hops die, what'll he tell the kid, and I can't say I'm not with him. Next thing I know, I'm booking it with a Grabbit in my arms, while the other 2 are flying back to the Arcanist.
Now that's one to remember.
Wouldn't have done it without your tie-breaking boat.
Something tells me the job would have been interesting either way.
You never know, eh?
Guess not. See you around, Jack.
Hey, checked in lately?
That's what I heard.
So did you hear anything about that? Hey, good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now, right? But not very long ago, I was a cleaning guy. I figured you were like me, always on the move.
We're not that alike.
Sure we are. Anyway, you know Yarrow, right? That super old freelancer?
Sure, I know Yarrow.
You think you know him, but did you hear about him and the Teslar?
No, but I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
Yes. So, I guess a long time ago, he was guarding some families, and a kid got too close to a Teslar burrow. It all happened so fast that to save the child's life, Yarrow had no choice but to choke the Tesselar to death with his bare hands.
But Tesselars emit an electrical charge. Yarrow would have at least been knocked out.
Yeah, but I guess he held on, even though he was unconscious.
Why wasn't he in his javelin?
I think it was really hot out.
Javelins compensate for temperatures.
You know, you're wrecking this story, right?
Oh, I was just trying to understand how he did it.
Trust me, he did it, okay? That's why he talks so funny.
He does?
Yeah. Have you ever talked to him?
Yes.
You have? I tried to once, but he was too busy. Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're both so busy, huh? So, all right, I'll see you around.
If it isn't my favorite sweet talker. You've been busy.
I try.
You pulled Wright's arse out of the fire. Yarrow was here doing a reenactment. I had a good feeling about you ever since you turned up. Keep proving me right, okay?
The fort's home. I've got to look out for it.
No argument here. It's good you settled in. Not everyone does. And I'm guessing Fort Tarsis wasn't in your plans before. Well...
The Heart of Rage. I didn't know what would happen then or where I'd land after. Turns out it was here.
Happy you stuck around?
Yeah. Not sure what I expected, but this place grows on you.
I wasn't meant to be here myself. I was on a strider out of Helios. Supposed to end up in Anthem.
What happened?
Cataclysm. The sky turned yellow, ground changed under us. The survivors were brought here.
You never got to Anthem?
Didn't have the means to try again at the time, and now? I got good work, had a kid. The fort's home. Glad you feel the same. When you're here, anyway. Which reminds me, I should run check on your javelin before you're off again.
Thanks, Zoe. I'll see you around.
Hey, freelancer. I figured you'd be back.
Why is that?
Maybe because we might have the best compounds in the fort. Has anyone ever told you that you've got amazing eyes?
Not really, but it's nice of you to say.
They've got an interesting glint in them. They remind me of Korok's eyes.
Korok's eyes?
Yeah, I got a soft spot for Korok's. I know it's crazy because I'm a regulator and we're supposed to be all business. Right?
I guess, if that's what you say.
Well, that's what my family says. But I don't care. I got dreams of my own. And my dream is to pet a wild baby Koroks.
Wouldn't you have to go outside the fort?
I don't care. I'm not scared. And I got a plan.
If that's your dream, then you should go for it.
That's what my cousin Delton said too. So I'm going to do it.
Okay, but remember to be careful. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. That's why I'm taking Delton. I can't say how he got it, but Delton has an awesome gun. So I think we'll be just fine.
I hope so.
And hey, don't forget to check out our new stock. It's pretty good. As soon as I close up, I'm gonna find Delton and I'm going to pet the baby Koroks.
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
Systems are reading clear, Matthias. What's the word today?
There's a strange Shaper relic in the area sending out concerning signals. Let's examine it.
I'll see what I can do.
Energy signature indicates that relic is getting worse. Find the fragments to silence it.
You got it.
One more fragment. Quickly done. That should be enough. See, I could use your help in another matter. Won't take a second. Managed to uncover a new site that should contain Arcanist runes. Let's go see.
On my way.
Finally arrived. I'm curious to see what runes we can find.
Understood.
Could there be more? Very well done. That should be enough of that. Efficient. Finished. Excellent work. Marvelous. And I have another task for you, actually. I'm keen to search your former Scar camp to see why they were living there. Please, investigate.
Okay, on my way.
This area has an assortment of fragments, I see. Gather them up and bring them back to the fort.
On it.
That's the first. Exciting. Another step completed. That should be enough of that. Efficient. You are brilliant at this. I have so many ideas. Thank you.
21. Shaper relics are playing havoc with his suit. I'll have to add more shielding.
Hey, welcome back to Uncle Vonnie's.
Thanks.
Some exclusive alloys and compounds came in this week. I can't say how we obtained them, but your javelin will thank you if you pick some up.
You're very persuasive, Serena.
Thanks, I've been practicing. I'm glad you're here. I want to tell you about my Koroks adventure.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what happened.
Okay, so it was a beautiful day, and it took us a while, but we finally found a baby Koroks. When I started to pet him, he looked at me with all his eyes, and he made the most adorable grunting sound, which, in retrospect, was probably a call of some kind, because his mom showed up, and whoa, she was mad. And so quick.
Were you hurt?
That was the weird thing. I was petting the baby, but his mom only went after my cousin Dalton. He had his gun, but that Koroks was on him hard and fast.
Is he okay?
Here's the thing, he took a good hit and he flew a long way. But when he got up, nothing was broken. And he didn't even have a mark on him. Lucky, huh? But he started peeing blood yesterday, so he's gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, he probably should.
On the bright side, I did get to pet a baby Koroks.
That's something.
It sure is. Oh, don't forget about that new stock we brought in.
I'll try not to. You're a merchant? What are you selling?
You're a freelancer, right?
What gave me away?
The freelancer logo.
Yeah, I was... never mind. Do you need something?
What does it cost to contract you?
It changes depending on the ask.
My grain supplier put his business on hold until he can resolve some sort of family argument.
That's a little out of the freelancer purview, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
What's going on exactly?
It's my business. My parents are gone, and it's just me now. I'm Mora, by the way. I sell fruits, vegetables, but most of my sales were in grains. Bakeries.
But now your supplier stopped shipping grain because of his family argument.
Right. But I have a solution. At least, I think I have a solution.
What's that?
A farm. An inside farm. Self-sustainable, indoor farming. You'd never have to go outside the walls. I figured out a way. I did. I built a prototype. Just one seed. But it's sprouting.
Sounds like it would solve your problem. You should make one.
I would, but I don't have the resources. I need support. Financial support.
You might still find the opportunity. Maybe fruit sales will pick up.
Maybe. Still. Thank you for listening. You were very kind to a stranger.
Well, that's the freelancer way. Mostly.
It was good to meet you. And if you ever do need fruit...
I know where to find you.
The relic was silenced, but...
Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsis. Name's Jarek.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have without seeing some things.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. Happened over 50 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I was also there when the scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have. More than you ever will, that's for sure.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, freelancer. I've lived a life filled with bloodshed and disaster. I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attacks and outlaws. I've even run from wyverns. I've seen enough death to last 50 lifetimes. And yet, somehow, I'm still kicking.
So what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
I'm sorry. You must have lost many people along the way.
You got that right. I've outlived every friend I ever had. Sometimes I wonder if I made the right choices. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Heliost when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water. But there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? How many of you made it out?
I was the only survivor.
You're tough as nails. That's why you're still alive.
I guess so.
You guess? How else does 1 man live while 5 perish?
I just did what I had to do.
Yeah, and you were lucky.
I sure was.
I guess you need at least a little good fortune to become the oldest man in Fort Tarsis.
In some ways, I am lucky. You cheered me up, freelancer. Thank you.
You're welcome, old-timer.
Maybe next time we meet, I'll tell you how I survived the massacre on the terraces.
What do you think would make that kind of mark? I'm so glad to see you. I've been wanting to warn you about the bar owner.
Okay.
Her name is Max.
All right.
Now be careful with her. I'm telling you this as a friend.
So you think we're pals or something?
Yes, I feel very close to you. I mean, that's why I'm telling you this. It's for your safety.
Got it.
Okay. So I heard Max has connections to the regulators. Word in the fort is, if you owe her money and don't pay up, you could end up face down in a Scar encampment, torn apart by wyvern.
But if she's got regulator connections, why wouldn't she turn you over to them?
Hey, I'm just telling you what I heard, because I don't want you to get hurt.
Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome, my friend.
Sorry, freelancer, I'm busy. Come back later.
I have it. I finally have it.
What's going on?
The runes were indeed the key. Madness to think they were there all the time, waiting.
You found something?
An excellent question, to which I have an excellent answer. The final resting place of the Elysian manuscript.
Sounds like I'm going on expedition.
The runes speak of a special vault in a high tower built on a mountaintop. Objects of power were brought there. Shaper relics, artifacts from beyond the Hesperian tide.
And a manuscript?
Indeed. A very special manuscript.
Okay, tower on a mountaintop. Shouldn't be too hard to find, right?
Heard Tassin mumbling about the Dominion? Did you know I once hid in a mound of rotting fungus to avoid one of their patrols? Rashes for days.
Very bright. You hear me?
I hear you.
The site ahead has not been tended to. You will change that. A freelancer died here. Others came to finish his work. Some remain. Strong alone, stronger together. Clear out any unwelcome visitors. They are unfit to dwell here.
On it.
I used to come here myself. Sweep the vermin away. Ah, you fight well for your brothers and sisters. Very good. Now light the fire to celebrate their lives and guide them home.
Got it.
Rest, well, we will all find each other when the world is finished. I have another site for you, very close. This next place will be bloody. You must collect the links of the fallen freelancers.
So you can write their stories?
Yes.
Looks like a recent battle.
Yes, quite recent. Many stories ended. You do well clearing those bastards out. Sometimes I miss the action. Looks clear for the most part. Now, search for any links that remain.
Some gear, but no link to collect. Got some more gear here. It's serviceable, but no links again. Scars, I guess?
No, Scars would never leave all this behind. Someone else.
That's all of them. No links. Anywhere.
Damn. I know who's doing this. I don't know why, though. First, survivors left a memorial here. Light the fire.
Yarrow, who took those links?
Outlaws. Criminals with no code. Banished from civilization. Monsters. Outlaws! Our people have caught them. Lawless cowards. They steal from fallen freelancers. We must stop them.
We will.
Gear was found. Looks like helmets. We need to get the rest. They will keep coming, believe me. Focus on retrieving all that they stole. Very important.
Got a link here.
I knew it! They are stealing links. Why? Makes no sense.
More links. They were after them for sure.
Bring back all you find. We'll need to figure this out later. I have a long history with outlaws. All of it bad. retrieved will allow us to celebrate those who died here. But we're not finished. More outlaws are coming. Make sure none of them ever dare set foot here again.
Why are there so few stories posted back at the fort?
Most went to Freemark, to the Grand Wall. After the Heart of Rage, we started again in Fort Tarsus.
So you lost all those stories in Freemark?
Yes, we lost much of our history. How did they know to come here? How?
You're gonna die, freelancer. Like all these here. You hear me? Best not get in my way.
I think they're out of fight.
Outlaws stealing from us, stealing our history. I don't understand why. But listen, there is one more site. Very important.
On my way.
Our people found it. A monument. I made it myself. I've not been able to visit for some time. I wanted to see it again. For a freelancer. He did great things. So stubborn. But come, bring me the links you recovered. Their stories will be written.
Hey, welcome back to Uncle Bonnie's.
Hi, Serna.
We've got some new stock you might like, but maybe you'll be more interested in my Tesla adventure.
Okay, I'm interested. What happened with the Tesla?
Okay, you know how Teslars are super cute but can electrocute you, right?
Okay.
Alright, so I got a couple of freelancers to capture a baby Teslar for me.
How'd you make that happen?
They owed my Uncle Bonnie a favor, but that's not the point. By the time I opened the cage door, it was dead. It was so sad and sweet, I had to give it a goodbye hug. But it was actually only sleeping, because it yawned, opened one eye, then zapped me.
Wow, what did that feel like?
Kind of like a static shock, times a billion.
Are you okay?
Sure. I mean, I still get the tingles, but my vision is clearing up, so it's all good. You know, you kind of remind me of a Teslar.
I do?
Yeah, I think it's the way you walk. Hey, maybe check out our fancy compounds before you go.
Sure.
You know it's okay to drop in whenever you like, right? You know, for crafting stuff or whatever.
Who knows what crap freelancers get to out there?
Trouble at the graves, eh?
Yeah. Outlaws.
The links you recovered. Priceless to me, but...
Wouldn't buy a hot meal?
Nor a bottle of Fortuo brew. Ah, so much history destroyed when the Grand Wall in Freemark fell. Who we lost, what they accomplished.
That last grave I visited.
A friend. He never came home. I made that marker for him. For now, I have many stories to write and glasses to raise.
You're looking at me like you want something. What is it?
Nothing. I wasn't trying to...
Then point your damned peepers somewhere else.
No need to get mean. Just thought it looked like you could use a friend.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry that was uncalled for. You know, I wasn't always like this. I had a bake shop. Made Anthem-style bread, the way my mother did. Then my grain supplier stopped shipping Anthem grain up north. I tried substitutions, but nothing was right. Got harder and harder to keep my doors open, so I stopped trying.
You can't give up. We don't survive out here by giving up.
When you run out of bullets, do you keep fighting? Or do you take your losses and run? I could have kept going until I had nothing left. That's not how we survive. We survive by knowing when to stop.
That's not always true.
It's true for now. Look, I appreciate the talk, but I'll be fine. Still have some savings. Just need to figure something out.
I'll leave you to it.
Hello? Remember when this place was called the Shifty Rocks? But we lost the 2 bucks. Second, don't point that. Who was the owner then? Carl? Gary? Right. Whatever happened to him?
Ah, freelancer. I'm finishing up a few stories for the Wall.
This a bad time?
No, good time. The task is better with company. This is not the Grand Wall of Freemark, but it's a good start.
Why do you do this? The wall, the stories, all of it. For the history books?
I'm not that vain. Well, not about these things. You never saw the Grand Wall, eh? Oh, people came from every corner of Bastion to see it. They read our stories. They believed in us.
People haven't changed. They'll see the work being done and come around.
Of course they will.
What is it?
My friend, the one I lost, I can hear him doubting us both. He could be a stormy sky. But I could make him laugh, huh?
You said he was a freelancer?
Yes, Garnet. Freelancer Garnet. I helped him pick that call sign, you know. It fit. He had a bad start, but survived it all. Oh, tough, that one. But one rainy day, he didn't come home.
What happened?
I don't know. Not all of it. Not where he fell. You see, I have his name, but not his story. This pains me.
He was beyond the wall making things better. The details don't matter.
Of course. I know this. Just... it pains me.
Someone was counting on him to be there. And he was.
That is why I send you out there to pay your respects. To gather stories for our wall. Maybe one day, you bring his story back. Had some visitors in today, new to Fort Tarsis, curious about freelancers.
I've got this. You can go the Larksery and I'll cipher. No worries, son.
Hey, stop by sometime, huh? Hey. Enclave success needs to be shared, right? All of us getting out there, getting the work done. That's what it's about.
such a coward. You want trouble with people who go beyond the wall? They can't touch you in here. You're safe. What about my striders?
Arcanist base isn't far from your location. Keep an eye out for scars.
Will do. Since this is our first mission, maybe we should talk, get to know each other?
No, let's not. I'll let you know when you're close to the base.
All right.
Completely overrun by scars. I had a feeling.
The Arcanists?
I'm getting a signal from a safe house nearby. I'll send a team to collect them. Now take care of these scars. Oh, please.
Sure thing.
Wondering, why are scars messing with an Arcanist base?
The Arcanists mess with them first?
Maybe. I wonder what exactly they were studying here.
We do this later.
Ah, great. We won't have to kill those scars on the fort walls later.
You're welcome. The scars must have taken whatever the Arcanists were studying.
Probably. They're such pests. We've seen scars gather in an area not far from you. Check there.
You got it. This is more scar activity than I've seen in a long time.
And I thought no one else had noticed.
They're everywhere lately.
They're not even people. Just gross monster things ruining stuff wherever they go.
Tell me how you really feel, Brett.
I see your team discovered where the scars have been gathering. Look around for that missing Arcanist machinery.
And for whatever else they might have been working on.
Watch out for scars while you're at it. Not much around except broken shaper bits. No signs of Arcanists.
We'll keep looking.
It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Sure, they just leave it lying around.
Okay. Well, if you don't see anything arcanisty, they probably got it hidden.
So I should look for some kind of scar shed?
Sure? How about a scar cave instead of a scar shed?
I can work with it.
Well, there's one near you. Good place to hide stolen machinery.
I'll find it and head in.
I would hope so, yes. Well, if the scars are hiding a stockpile, it'd be somewhere creepy like this.
Any advice?
Eliminate them and find it.
Blunt but fair. In the area.
We're not done yet. Freelancer. Faye says the stolen Arcanist machinery is connected to a Shaper relic.
That's not good.
Stop them before it goes volatile.
The artifact. It makes scorpions.
You should silence it, probably. surroundings and silence the relic.
Come on!
Bring it back! A fragment back. Good. Fragment returned. Nice work.
Got a fragment!
Good! Reassemble it! Thank the shiny shield of General Tarsus.
Were those scars deliberately trying to force a Shaper artifact to create scorpions?
Maybe? That's so strange. They normally just scavenge. I'll put it in my report. And, thank you, Freelancer. This was a huge help to the Sentinels and to the fort.
Nice working with you too.
Yes, well, maybe we'll work together again sometime. Maybe.
See you around, Ray.
Hey there, it's me.
Owen?
We need to chat. It's important. Meet me in the bar.
Okay, I'll be there. Owen? Huh. What's up?
What are you talking about? You called me, mate.
No, you...
Oh, hold on a second.
The Monitor is leading a mission back into the Heart of Rage. He wants to weaponize the Cenotaph. We decrypted the archive you recovered from the Regulator camp earlier, and we know why he's after unique Shaper relics.
Doesn't mean he'll succeed.
Did you know the Monitor was there when the Dominion attacked Freemark? One of the few who escaped when the Cenotaph leveled the city.
Oh, shit.
He's ruthless, driven, and savage. An incredibly powerful cipher and a brilliant pilot. He frightens even his own people.
The storm will tear him apart. No one survives the Heart of Rage.
You did. The intel also reveals that he's perfected a way to harness the power of the Cenotaph, and we cannot let that happen.
Obviously.
I need you to find a way through the Heart of Rage, get to the Cenotaph first, and silence it. Do what freelancers do.
Do what freelancers do? You're talking about a bloody cataclysm.
He's right. We aren't equipped to take that on.
Of course. Well, I can think of others who survived the Heart of Rage that day, who never let it go, studied it.
Ugh, come on.
I feel like I'm supposed to know this one.
My old partners, Alec and Faye.
Intel says the Monitor is on their trail. It suggests Faye has found something important. Last known location.
Oh, I can... So, Halleck and Faye. Intel says your partnership ended badly.
I don't know, we just kinda grew apart.
Really? Because I heard that Halleck never forgave you for pulling him out of that storm, and Faye went...
Where are we going?
Oh, right. Oh, you're kidding me. No, Halleck and Faye are working with Princess Zim.
The Regulator boss?
Oh, please, she's a smuggler at best. She's a full-fledged crime lord at worst. We really need them.
To get through the Heart of Rage and beat the Monitor to the Cenotaph? Yeah, we need him.
Do we? You and I? We're such a solid team already.
Of course. That's why Tassin picked us. You got my back, I got yours.
All right. Hey, considering that the Monitor is both Lancer and Cypher, we could probably use a very fabulous Cypher Javelin pilot combo of our own.
Owen, be patient. Pilot lessons are going fine, but seriously, it might take you years.
Okay. You know what? This might be fun. Apparently, Princess Zim's camp is like a traveling carnival. Now, it's a traveling carnival run by bloodthirsty gangsters, who like gifts. So you need to get us something to get in. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? Hi again, Bren.
Freelancer. Hello again. Hi. While I have you, we need more information about this odd scar activity. If you have time to lend the Sentinels a hand.
On it. Just pass on the details when you have them.
Yes, will do.
Hi again.
Freelancer. Fancy meeting you here.
Were you trying to make a joke, Bren?
I'm attempting something new. I don't think I enjoyed it. I should tell you, I'm impressed with how you've handled yourself on missions.
Freelancers. We get the job done.
Sometimes, from what I've heard.
And you believe everything you hear?
You do seem shockingly reliable.
Shockingly?
Oh, pleasantly. Surprisingly?
Has anyone ever told you that you're not great with people, Bren?
Oh, constantly.
How do you even have an opinion of freelancers if I'm the first one you've worked with?
From radio shows and other Sentinels. Have you ever considered Sentinel life?
A long time ago, before joining the freelancers.
And?
I was figuring things out. I also thought about breeding grabbits for a while.
I've always known what I wanted to do. Oh, rules and regs keep the world in order. A place for everything.
Sounds like you used that line before.
My mother's favorite. She was a Sentinel too. And she also loved rules.
Isn't working with freelancers without permission breaking those rules?
If the Sentinels don't adapt, the fort won't be around much longer to protect.
And isn't that adapting just breaking the rules with purpose?
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I'll see you around.
Potentially.
You, freelancer, listen, this is important. The Anthem spoke to me in my dreams. Last night, the year before last. The Shaper's watch, all-seeing, all-knowing, controlling. We're slaves, all of us. Puppets made of meat. Be quiet, they'll hear us. The truth must be heard. The revelation brings freedom. The Anthem pulls the strings. We do its bidding. Open your eyes.
Can't survive here.
Keep your voice down. No need to make this everyone's problem.
But it is everyone's problem.
Hey.
Oh, look who's come around. Looking sharp, big star.
Right. Feeling better?
Yes, indeed. Flying high.
What have you been up to?
Freelancing. Always freelancing. And some shady business.
Shady business?
Oh, yeah. A sorry tale of woe, my glamorous friend. You want to hear it?
I'm all ears.
See? This is why I like you. You understand that when adventure comes knocking, you open the damn door.
It's chapter 1 of the Freelancer Handbook.
There's sexy danger, sexy bad choices, probably more sexy danger.
Tell me what happened.
I found myself in a game of chance with some dubious regulated types. Not the good kind. These were real knee breakers. In hindsight, it probably wasn't a good idea.
How'd you end up there?
They asked. Who knows? What did I have to lose?
A boring afternoon?
Nothing wrong with diving in, right? Sexy danger. Anyway, this game, I kind of bet my javelin suit.
You did what?
I was confident I had the winning hand.
Let me guess. Sexy bad choice?
Affirmative. Turns out my cards were crap. Yeah, ouch. Things got pretty ugly.
So you lost your suit?
Not yet. They gave me a deadline to deliver it. So I was sitting here, trying to figure out what I should do.
See if they want to do a trade. Instead of your suit, they might take something else.
I don't know. Maybe.
They're smugglers. They'll bargain for sure.
Yeah, you're right. I'm out there running across all kinds of valuable stuff. It has to be something they want.
They'll get it. They're interested in profits. That's what you're offering.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, stop by, right? Are you feeling any better?
The fruit helped.
Thanks. Traded my necklace. Your mother gave that to you. Metal trinket doesn't mean much to an empty stomach.
Good timing. We just got some excellent new stuff. Hey, pal.
Hi, Serena.
You know how I love all cute animals, right?
Yeah?
Damn, I forgot to be professional again. Please browse our ever-changing selection of compounding materials. Now that we've got that over with, I bet you want to hear about my new pet Saurian.
You finally got a pet? Good for you. How's that going?
Well, it started out wonderfully. My baby Saurian was the cutest little thing in the fort.
You had a Saurian in the fort?
Amazing, right? But the Sentinels said Wiggles was too dangerous, so I had to set him free.
Wiggles?
Cute name, huh? And the incident wasn't that bad. Like my Uncle Vonnie says, nobody needs all 10 fingers anyway. Wiggles and I were off-leash training, and it was great until that kid walked by with her sandwich. On the plus side, it was one of the smaller fingers, and my family gave her a really fancy gift basket.
Will you look for another pet?
I sure will. Just because I've had bad luck with Koroks, Tesselars, and Saurians doesn't mean I'm giving up. I believe every animal is cute when it's a baby.
But won't they get dangerous as adults?
I think the key is picking the right time in their development to say goodbye. You ask good questions. That's why I like you.
Thanks, Serna.
I mean, as a customer of the store. You probably have to go. Maybe next time you'll get a chance to look at some of our new alloys. Bye. Please come back soon to shop.